right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. As you can see, we have sneak peek number 2 for the October update before us, and we're getting basically confirmation that yes, this is indeed going to be Avengers Into the Phoenix, where some of our favorite heroes get the power of the Phoenix Force for a small moment in time, and we get to see them with a brand new look and some new, or rather I would say some enhanced abilities to go along with it. And with sneak peek number 2, we're getting a uniform for one of the, I guess, center pieces of this comic run. It is actually going to be Wolverine. So let's take a look at this sneak peek right here. It is pretty cool, so I want to let this play out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw this right here, it reminded me of a fire Pokemon, right? Right away I seen this and I'm thinking, is this Moltres? Like, obviously this is the Phoenix, right? The Phoenix is always made of fire, but it's like seeing a fire bird come out of a volcano. It just reminds me that I am a loser, okay? Like, I literally thought that looks like Moltres, you know. This gave me Pokemon vibes, but it is what it is. I'm old, you know what I'm saying? I'm a loser. It is what it is. Anyways, in addition to the Firebird, the Phoenix Force, we have obviously claws here on this wood, this tree, I guess. Yeah, I guess these are trees. Yeah, so we have 3 slashes there. Obviously that's Wolverine. That's how they always let us know we're getting something for Wolverine. We always see the claw marks, you know. Wolverine is a savage. Wherever he goes, he just basically just cuts stuff up. Okay, that's what he does. Now, we've seen this story 4 times before. This is gonna be the 5th uniform for Wolverine. I know at least 15 people personally, right, that are really hoping that this is going to be a banger for Wolverine. In that 15, I include myself, because I really want Wolverine to be top tier, whether it's for ABX, whether it's for timeline battle, which is going to be really hard to do, because right now the meta is just so focused on energy based characters. So even the strongest combat characters, man, they get ripped to shreds. Shang-Chi's holding his own barely, right? Luke Cage here and there, Hulk is getting shredded. Like, it would be nice to go back to, what was it, 2017, when we got Rise of the X-Men and Wolverine came in and him and Moon Knight were basically unkillable gods in timeline battle. Shout out to the OGs who've been here from when Wolverine got his first uniform. Well, actually, even before he got his first uniform, Wolverine was actually timeline battle meta. Like, it would be nice to see that, but I'm not banking on that personally, okay? I would like to see this man at least be able to clear content at a respectable level for being who he is. Let's jump over to the forums. Let's see what they have to say, because they're kind of hyping this up as here comes the new challenger. Here comes a new contender for the power of the Phoenix Force. So as you can see right here, we have CM Fragment back, and he says this mutant superhero has battled through the ages. Obviously, we know Wolverine is old as dust, right? But does he have the power to contain the Phoenix Force? And then down here it says, can the avatar of life and fire find a host in this healing mutant? They just basically spell it out for you, okay? Right? Mutant, he's been around for ages, obviously, Wolverine. And then the healing ability, that's literally his superpower, okay? It's not the claws. It's not that he's an angry dude that just seems to get stronger the more he fights. No, it's his healing factor, okay? So it's Wolverine. Check out his fighting skills that have become even stronger through the power of the Phoenix Force. Thank you. And then over on Twitter, they were actually on time today, and they said the next contender for the Phoenix Force is a mutant whose sharp wit will cut down any bub that gets in his way. Obviously, Wolverine is literally the only person that says bub. Okay, so it's gonna be Logan. The thing about Wolverine though is there's a couple different looks for him. Right, there's this one right here, which is like super old man Logan. And then there's this one right here with super old man Logan again. And then there's this one right here, which is straight from Avengers Enter the Phoenix Force, or Enter the Phoenix. So this is the look that he's going to get, presumably, But if he got these two, I'm sure some people would be happy as well. This comic run is actually really cool because we get to see a fight between T'Challa and Wolverine. Pretty crazy run. Don't want to ruin too much if you haven't seen it. It's a relatively new comic, right? It's only been out for like not even a year, so I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen it yet, but it's a pretty cool thing if you ever wanted to see Wolverine and Black Panther go toe to toe. These claws, now imbued with the power of the Phoenix Force, we need something spectacular because he's always been lacking in the DPS department. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are itching to either tier 3 this guy or invest in him fully, and I'm right there with you guys. I got him to type 5 enhancement today, thinking about whether or not I want to start like trying to get him to type 6 because I love Logan, but for now, bro, he's just not worth it even after having 4 uniforms, bro. The best he was ever at any point in the game is when he actually had no uniform. Like, he was meta without a uniform, and then they gave him 4 different uniforms. They tried 4 different times and failed literally every single time. If you look at these uniform bonuses, they're so pathetic. Well, that's not true. Like, they did do one good thing, which they gave him some damage reduction, which is fine, right? But I think he needs to get up to like maybe 35-40% damage reduction at this point where the game is. I think 15 is very, very low. They went backwards with this one, which is actually insane. They actually took off his damage reduction and gave him ignore defense, which is just doo-doo, right? However, here they decided to just give him back what they already took from him and sold that to us as a uniform, and then over here for this one they decided to give us 15% all attack on top. What I would like to see for Logan this time around, okay, I need that damage reduction to go up to like 40%. That all attack buff there probably needs to go up to like maybe 40%, and then on top of that they need to do something with his kit, bro. They really do. What I would like to see is this accumulation. I need them to double the duration, bro. Like, Logan is the type of character that the more he gets beat up, man, the stronger he seems to become, even though that's not really the case. He's not Hulk, right? But he's just such a ferocious animal. So I get it. Having the accumulation on his tier 3, it's okay, right? I would have personally preferred it if it's in his 1 through 5 because you get access to it more frequently. Generally, characters that have their accumulation on their 1 through 5 are stronger than characters that have it on their tier 3. If you look through the list of characters in the game that have damage accumulation on their tier 3 versus the ones that have it on their 1 through 5, you'll notice that on average the ones that have the accumulation on their 1 through 5 do better overall than the ones that have it on their tier 3. Even if they have it on their awakened skill, they're usually great, but they're generally weaker than the characters that have it on their 1 through 5. Now, the dope thing about Logan is Logan's accumulation is damage dealt, not damage taken. But if you look closely at this accumulation, you'll notice it's the exact same accumulation as I believe Luna Snow. So we could see Logan bump like up quite a bit if they want to, if they actually show him the proper respects. He could be doing some nice numbers in World Boss Legend, but the thing about Logan is the rest of his kit is kind of lackluster. He's like so heavily dependent on popping that tier 3 that I don't really like it. So I feel as though they need to go back and they need to bump up this 15% all attack to maybe 45%. I know I'm asking for a lot here, guys, but like, come on, man. They failed 4 times. They gotta try at least to make him broken this time, because I feel like they think just adding a bunch of hits to Logan's skills is enough to make him strong. Like, if you look at Logan's skills, they have a decent amount of hits, right? Especially this like 5th skill. Like, look at all these hits. Look at this. Like, it has like more hits than some like tier 3s, bro. Like, it's a lot of freaking hits. But the thing is, it don't do no type of damage, right? So they gotta try to give him as many buffs as they possibly can. Maybe just like, yo, just take Mystique's passive, which is just extra damage to heroes and villains, and just give that to this man, bro. Because like, whether you're a hero or a villain, it doesn't matter. If you step to Logan, you're gonna get shredded. It's just what it is. So honestly, I need them to double the accumulation time or move it to one of his skills here. They absolutely have to, right? That's what I need, because I find that his accumulation being on the tier 3, it doesn't last long enough for him to have a significant impact in any kind of top tier content. The cool thing about this is Logan's a character that I would say maybe 80% of the people who are already playing the game that have been playing for a long time already have a tier 3. So if they do make him strong, then you would basically get a buff to a character that you already have. And the same goes for Captain America. I think almost like 100% of the players playing the game either have Cap ready to tier 3 or already have him at tier 3. And the even cooler thing about that is Captain America is in the regular anniversary selector. So like next year for the 7-year anniversary, if Cap becomes good now, you might just don't even need to tier 3 him. You could just wait a couple months. Like, yeah, anniversary is still like some ways away, but you could literally just chill and then pick him up for free in the selector, because like is usually in there. So that's something that you guys need to think about. In addition to that, boys, this might be like the glow up for combat characters that we wanted. It's kind of a shame that Crescent got shafted. That's also something we need to keep in mind, right? Crescent needed the buff and she still didn't get it. Logan needs it. He might not get it. But if he does, and if Cap does, and if Namor does, that's solid. That's 3 solid combat characters to join. Obviously, Iron Fist in his newest uniform. Moon Knight's kind of falling off. Shang-Chi is very prominent now. So it would be nice to see an update where we get some strong combat characters. This does not happen very often. So Netmarble, please let this one slide through the cracks. I know you guys love your blast characters, your universals too. You play favorites with Luna Snow and Sharon Rogers, but like, come on, let the fans have this one. We've been begging, praying, and complaining forever that Logan is absolutely terrible. And come on, man, you guys have robbed us like 4 times on this man's uniform. Let this one slide through the crack, okay? Just give him some nice buffs and move around the accumulation if you need to, and if you don't want to move it, just double the time, bro. That's all I'm asking. One thing I would like to see from him is maybe the Sabretooth passive, right? You see how he has 50% extra crit damage, just base crit damage? It would be nice if they would actually go ahead and just, honestly, I hate to say it, but just copy paste Sabretooth's passive, bro. Like, just take a part of it, like not the whole thing obviously, but just that 30% chance to do 100% critical damage on critical strikes. That would be nice, because Wolverine has, I believe, the highest amount of guarantee. I believe it's either him and Iron Fist. No, Iron Fist has 35. Yeah, I think Wolverine has the highest amount of guaranteed crit in the game, right? Yeah. So like, if Wolverine got a passive similar to Namor or Sabretooth, he would, or even Rogue, because Rogue has like, I believe 100, but it goes up to 150 thanks to her tier 2 passive. This thing increasing the buffs and stuff. But like, if they gave Logan that super crit passive, they might not even need to do much else for him, to be honest, because if he's gonna do an extra 100% crit damage on critical strikes with 50% crit rate, man, that would be sick. Like 50% guaranteed crit rate, right? That would be sick, especially if they like reforge rage and whatnot. Man, that'd be crazy, because I know people have been saying there's a crafting event coming up. So anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just want to share my thoughts on Logan. I am excited but wary, because we've seen this story 4 times before, and I can't deal with another heartbreaking loss, right? At least it's not an old man Logan uniform. This one hasn't been in the comics that long, this whole like Phoenix Logan, but like still, a Logan uniform is a Logan uniform, and if it's bad, it's gonna rub a lot of people, myself included, the wrong way. I would love to be able to push my Logan to rank 100 just for shits and giggles, just because I think he's worth it. But for now, it's all in your hands, that Marvel Future Fight devs. You can make a killing off this one. Obviously, he's a tier 2 native that's in an epic quest. Jean Grey is kind of falling off. I don't know if they're gonna do anything for Jean Grey. I wouldn't put it past them. They love Jean Grey. But the point is, for new people coming in, if they don't have Logan, Logan is pretty expensive to build up. You gotta complete a whole epic quest for him, right? So they could make money that way from people just rushing to try and get Logan. If not, they can make some money off the uniform if it's just hot. Okay? Catch you guys later. Peace.